What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists, and welcome to this episode of Month in Review, where I review my month. I look back over my month. Now, I know there's still 3 days left to go on the month as I record this, but tomorrow is Saturday, and I'll talk about why I'm not going to include that in this today, but yeah, and then it's just Sunday and bank holiday Monday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my diary again, like I usually do, look back through the month of April, and just see what we can see. I mean, the last one was cracking. Oh yeah, I got my cup of tea, so it's alright. I'm still not 100%, but yeah, no, I can do this, and I need to get this out here. So on the 1st of April, and this was kind of ironic. They introduced where I live. They introduced parking charges for blue badge holders. That's people that are classed as disabled, and not as mobile as others. They used to get like free parking in a lot of areas of the city. Now all they get is an extra hour on top of what they pay for. So I looked at that. I thought 1st of April, is that a joke? But it turns out it's not. It's deadly serious. Yeah. I've been having bad necks on and off for this month, so yeah. And on that particular day, it was very rainy. It says here, but yeah. So I'm well into building the triumvirate of the Imperium, so that's kind of cool. And then on the 2nd, the day after that, the weather was lovely and sunny, and my wife and I walked around the valley with the dogs. We came back, went shopping at the new Lidl. Oh yeah, I remember that. There's a new Lidl in an area called Plimpton where we live, and we went there. And it was the first time we'd been there. We've only been there twice, but we went there. I did some painting in the afternoon, which is kind of cool. I had a health check with the nurse, which went quite well. On the Monday, that was the 3rd. Weather very good again. Although the day after, on the 4th, the weather was a bit crappy. I spent most of the day building. That was Tuesday. I had to take my mother-in-law to the hospital though. They kept her in because she had kept getting dizzy and stuff. But we got there. This is the local hospital. We got there at 9:30 and we left around 12:30. So that's not bad really for a typical visit to the hospital, I have to say. It's a very tiring day though. Then the day after, which was the Wednesday the 5th of April, we spent the day in hospital with my mum-in-law. Very hot in there, inside the hospital. And we had to go back to hospital the next day to outpatients. Although we took... Sorry if the dogs are barking. And the post may arrive while I'm doing this, by the way. And I'm also expecting a phone call, so I might have to interrupt this musing with that. So yeah, weather was good again, but we had to go back into the hospital so we took. Yeah, I think they must have moved. I can't remember. It's a while ago now. We went back to the hospital, but the day after. So she came out on the Wednesday. We had to take her back on the Thursday, back to hospital for an outpatient appointment. Took me 25 minutes to park. That's how bad the parking is there. 25 minutes. The weather was absolutely gorgeous. Filmed it on the bench. And I sat on a chair in the garden with my wife when she came back. Dog Millie seemed to have had her leg on that day. She was kind of limping. I couldn't see anything wrong with her, but it did clear up. Friday the 7th was a beautiful day. Walked dogs on the valley. Filmed the P&Q, cut the grass. And we had KFC for tea. So, doesn't get much better than that, does it, folks? And that's on the 7th. On the 8th, on the Saturday, we did lots of gardening, which was kind of cool. Well, I did anyway. Trying to build some steps in the garden, you see, and just secure them in a bit. So you're feeling tired. When I put feeling tired, that means I'm really tired. Sunday, I've put in big capital letters, amazing weather. I finished Inquisitor Graveaxe's face on that day. That was kind of cool. Set up our table and chairs and parasol for the Guardian. Made a short video. That's cool. That's really good. Coming up to the 10th, more awesome weather. I'm just gonna skip through stuff. I'm just gonna try and pick out highlights. I fixed a solar light on the front of the house to shine onto the lock when you put the key in. Because when it gets dark, you can't see where to put your keys in the lock, and it kind of charges up during the day, and then it will come on. You can set it to come on for movement and things, so that's kind of cool. Sorted out my car insurance. Oh, that's a nightmare, the car. Going on to the 11th. I think the 11th was when Rogue One came out on DVD, so that's kind of cool. I still haven't got it yet. I've seen it, obviously, but on Wednesday I had asthma clinic in the afternoon. Weather's still fine and dandy, by the way. Painting the bricks on my MDF police station. On the Thursday, my wife was home. We went shopping and went to Wickes to get some breeze blocks and cement. Yeah, she's doing, like I say, doing these steps. Friday the 14th of April. My wife went to lunch with her friends, and my daughter went on a date, but it was a bit meh, not that bothered. I just painted and painted. Had light rain though. On the Saturday the 15th, we went to see Le Nave Bet in Dracula, their production of Dracula the Bloody Truth at the Athenaeum Theatre. It was really, really good. And funny, because they're like a comedy kind of take on it all. I went to the Wildwood after for our tea, which is like a restaurant. Very nice, just around the corner from there. On the Sunday, we had a nice lazy day, nice weather. Read my Batman book mostly, and I fell asleep. That's the highlight of the day, folks. So I got all my notes written down for the days here. It's the first time in my life I've ever done a diary, so I'm kind of pleased with this, and doing these monthly updates, it kind of keeps me accountable to fulfilling the diary in, and that's good, whatever it takes, really. On the 17th of April, my car ran out of MOT, but I just kept him on the drive from that point on. We hoovered, washed and waxed and polished my wife's car. She was gleaming, I remember, although it turned a bit overcast that day. On the 18th, the Tuesday, my wife had a bad throat as she woke up. I just got some knitting needles and wool from the place called the Broadway in Plimpton. Just got into knitting. She absolutely loves it. She really has taken to it like a duck to water. I just picked it up just like that. She went on a workshop, came back, right, I can knit now. And that's really cool. That's typical of my wife. I want to learn to do something. Right, let's learn to do it. Okay, I've learnt it. Right, here we go. And she's really good at it. You know. On the 19th, still great weather. And I was painting my Belisarius call. He's still not finished yet, by the way. But got chippy for tea. That's fish and chips. Our local fish and chip shop. On the Thursday, which was the 20th, I went to Ralph's, my friend Ralph's house, and played Warhammer Historical Trafalgar, the Age of Sail. It was called. It was really good. Nice weather. I borrowed my wife's car to do that. She insisted. I hasten to add. I was quite prepared to walk over there, and I filmed a few bits and pieces of that game. It was kind of cool. It's a good game. Warhammer Historical. It was only this year I actually found out that Warhammer used to do historical games. So, 21st April, still nice weather. Oh, we broke our MP4 player, so we're looking at getting another one. Saturday the 22nd was Salute 2017. Although I didn't go this year, I did not go, and I think I made the right decision, and I still feel I made the right decision not to go. Although it does thankfully sound that the journey up for my friend was a lot better this year than last year's journey. That was a bit of a nightmare journey. It's the journey that puts me off more than anything. I think if it was a lot closer, I'd be there, you know. But hey, I say I might go to another convention this year, but that really does depend on how much blood Games Workshop I want to extract from my body with the new Warhammer 40k rules coming out, and what I will need for it. I need it to live. But we'll see. Anyway, the weather was overcast on that Saturday, though, on the 22nd, it says here. I felt poorly in the evening, but this improved as the evening wore on. Okay, that's good. It's nice looking back, I think. Sunday, 23rd, was a great day. I serviced my bicycle, probably in preparation for travelling about. I'm going to do my annual cycle trip to town and hopefully get into cycling more. Although at the moment I wouldn't be able to. No balance and different things. We watched films in the evening. Yeah. The 24th. That was the 23rd, yeah. 24th. Nothing exciting happened really. Just went to the shops and back. 25th. Strange weather because we had bright sunny periods interspersed with dark clouds and even hail at one point. That was a weird day. Yeah. And that's the day I filmed my Live to Tell the Tale show about the new 40k rules release that's coming. 26. Strange weather, sunny but cold and cloudy moments. Yeah, not much happening that day. And then on the Thursday, which was yesterday for me here, my car went in for MOT and it failed as I knew it would, but it was in the region of £400 to £500 to get right. Oh man. And that's bad because apparently one of the brake pipes broke during the MOT, so I can't drive the car away until it's fixed, and you know, so I can't just scrap the car there. So that's bad because I've got to pay all the money out to get the car fixed up before I can sell it with roadworthy MOT certificate, and that's just a pain in the butt because it's money I don't have. Yeah, so I'm not happy about that. But anyway, today, of course, is Friday the 28th. But tomorrow in Plymouth there is a scale model exhibition at our guild hall, and I thought maybe I would go and film a bit. It's £4 to get in, but I don't know. See, if I go and I film, then that will be a separate video. So, if I don't, it'll just be a boring day and there's nothing much to talk about. And then it's just Sunday, last day. So that'll be the day I upload this to YouTube. So it's not a very exciting map. I'm not 100%. Well, I'm never 100% well these days anyway. But for me, I'm slightly in decline at the moment in general. So I'm not up to a lot of stuff I would normally be able to do. I don't even know if I'm able to paint right now, but you know, it's tricky, and it's good. It's a good job I've got videos in the bag, so to speak, that I've pre-filmed that I can just upload, because I can press a couple of buttons. I can do that, but this has really tired me out, so I'm gonna call it a day. But that's April in review, for what it's worth. And it's really, I only film these for myself, really, like I say, to keep me updated in my diary, so I can keep doing that. I don't want to let it slip. So I don't suppose they're of any interest to anyone else, really. And I'm sure I forget loads of things that happen as well to write in my diary that I can talk about, but at least I'm putting something, even if it's just the weather, you know, because I want to get into the habit of doing that. It'd be good to look back on, you know, hopefully. Anyway, looks like I've got away with the post and the phone call, so I'll leave it here. Remember, all brushes lead to war. I will see you on the next video, whatever that may be. So bye for now, folks. Bye bye.